This week we continue with the lead up to the big event as we review the second round of the Paddy Power Irish Greyhound Derby. Plus we say our farewells to Australian trainer breeder Steve Kavanagh. But first we join Mal Keaveney at Kilcohan Park.
The second round of the Paddy Power Irish Derby may well be taking place at Shelbourne Park tonight, but here at Kilcohan Park in Waterford we too have a fine attendance for our feature race of the night. It's the Waterford Crystal Trophy 550 final. And as for the final itself, it's the well-drawn Simply Supreme, owned by Charlie Nolan, that is likely to start as favourite to land the top prize of €7,500 and this magnificent trophy. First in the picture here in the parade we have the red jacket of Active Nikita. This one owned and trained in Kerr, County Tipperary by Michelle Foley, a very strong finisher, and is the son of Spiral Nikita and Active Lynx. Next we have Tinra Jack, this one owned by Marie Corcoran in Tipperary and trained by Philip Goff. Finished well in the last round, the semi-final, when finishing second. This one is a son of Mustang Jack and Brookside Mini. In three, the white jacket of Simply Supreme for Charlie Nolan from County Carlow and trained by Paul Hennessy. Won its semi-final last weekend in a smart time of 29.84. This one is a son of Beaming Supreme and Aries Rose. Next into shot we have Harlena's Tom, owned by the Hattamore family in County Tipperary, who also trained this one. A son of Come On Ranger and Press to Lisnack. Won its semi-final last weekend in a time of 30.11. The local challenger is Prince Cushy for Sean Murphy here in County Waterford and trained by Peter Brady. This one is the son of Vintage Prince and Cushy Amazing, but really faces a stiff test here tonight. And finally we have Drive On Lass, owned in County Cork by Tom O'Donovan. This is a daughter of Tom's the Best and Highway Lady. Dogs are in traps so for the final in one. It's Active Nikita, 2 Tinra Jack, Simply Supreme the favourite is in 3, Harlena's Tom is 4, Prince Cushy is 5 and Drive On Lass is in trap 6. Now here comes towards the traps and watch for Simply Supreme, breaks pretty well but Harlena's Tom is out very smartly as well. It's Harlena's Tom that leads into the opening bend and there's some trouble there. Prince Cushy and Drive On Lass are both pushed wide as they go down the back straight now. It's Harlena's Tom in front. Also there is Tinra Jack, the favourite Simply Supreme, moving into third at this stage. Harlena's Tom now is fourth at this stage. And into the third bend, it's very close, I can tell you, between Active Nikita and Simply Supreme as they round the final bend. It's Active Nikita that's going to win just about here from Simply Supreme with Tinra Jack in third. The complete results now, the Waterford Crystal Trophy Open 550 final. It's a win for Active Nikita. Second, Simply Supreme, the strong favourite. And third, Tinra Jack. The winning time in this final, 30.05. A wonderful night here in Waterford for the Foley family from Tipperary. Firstly, Peter, I presume it all started with you. You have a lifelong association with the dogs.
Oh, I'd say since I was, as far back as I can remember, I was always involved with dogs. And so far he seems to be the best. But we've had some very good dogs. We've had Active Moon, he was the track record holder in Thurles. And we'd have Active Summer, showing the Midland Oaks. And we met an awful lot of good dogs. And Easy Bimbo was another great bitch in England. But this fella always showed great promise from the start. He always looked like being a very good dog. But I knew once he got his head in front of target, he wouldn't leave anything past him. That's the kind he's tough, that the breed are tough, and that's the kind he is. So there's a great for my daughter. I say they're very good. They dedicate an awful lot of time to the dogs. Very good about the dogs.
Trainer breeder Steve Kavanagh came to stay in New Park Stud just over a year ago and returned to his home in Australia last week. Before his departure, we caught up with him at Sean and Anne Burke's.
Well, as you probably know, I have association with Sean Burke through the 2 stud dogs I have here, Tooleybuck and Smooth Rumble, and he asked me if I would be interested in coming over for a while and knock the racing kennel into shape, and I took the opportunity for a new experience and a bit of a challenge, and so over we came.
And Steve's perceptions of the Irish greyhound scene.
I think from a public point of view, the way it's viewed within the community and promotional is absolutely exceptional. Far and away better than in Australia from the point of view of the general acceptance in the community and the attendance at the tracks, and the atmosphere is much better. A few things are very different. The one thing that I would like to see a little bit of change in would be the grading system, because I think there's a few problems here the way they're graded. Obviously, I don't expect things to be done exactly the way they do in Australia, because that's just not practical anyway, but we don't grade on times in Australia. We only grade through a number of wins, so that you can't be thrown in against a champion dog just because you ran a fast time in a trial or a qualifying trial or something. So you don't get thrown to the wolves as much. That's basically what I'm saying. We don't have seeding in Australia. We, don't have. If you've got a wide draw, wide runner, and you draw box one, bad luck. There's no comeback. So I'd like to see him make some experiments on the seeding in Australia. I think that'd be good. How did I enjoy my first year? My year? Really good, really good. It's been a very different experience for me, and it's let me see how things work over this side of the world, and it's been great. My highlight was definitely a cool performance going through the Derby, and naturally winning the final in such an exciting fashion, and the buzz we got out of that was tremendous. I've decided to take some bitches back with me, with the idea later on of putting them to the top Australian dogs and try my luck that way. I've been lucky enough to get a pup out of Pony Nikita, who was Cool Performance's mother. She's by my dog Smooth Rumble. I have another one by Larkhill Joe out of Ullard Citrate, which is the mother of Late Late Show. And I have another one that I'm taking back that I recently got, is a half-sister full sister, to Tamna Rose, and she's been served and hopefully in pup the Late Late Show as well. So I'm very pleased with the quality of stock I'll be able to take back. So hopefully it'll work out for the best. Definitely be back next year. I might come back to look at the Derby, and but I've got to come back and make sure young Stephen Burke, who I've been trying to guide along the way while I've been here, make sure he's doing the right thing.
Steve came over and basically brought a lot of, in Australia the way they work is they know all the areas of greyhound racing. They know basically breeding, training, everything. So Steve brought a knowledge of the whole lot and kind of taught us an awful lot. We will miss him, but he's going to come back probably maybe every 4 or 5 months. He's got some dogs of ours over there, and we've got some dogs of his here. So we're looking forward to working together from now on. So even though we miss him, we're hoping to see him very regularly.
The big news of the week concerned the retirement of the People's Champion Late Late Show, the 2001 Greyhound of the Year. He ran his last race in the first round of the Derby, finishing fast to qualify in third place behind Tyro Bello. Unfortunately, a hind leg injury sustained in a home gallop during the week ruled him out of the second round and resulted in his retirement with a career record of 26 wins from 50 outings. Late Late Show treated us to some great nights, such as the final of this year's BCR Press Easter Cup, as he delivered his hallmark flying finish to win the event for a second time. His winnings came to around €190,000 for charity, and he'll continue to earn big money in his new career at stud, where Paul Hennessy will keep a close eye on his great friend he knows as the Duke. Join us in part 2 for the second round of the Paddy Power Irish Derby.
We're here in Shelbourne Park for the second round of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. A huge crowd, the atmosphere is absolutely magic. Unfortunately, there's one absentee. Late Late Show isn't present. But there are plenty of other stars there. Bypass Byway, the new favourite, along with Priceless Rebel. Great racing in prospect. And after we've seen all the action, we'll get the latest prices from Paddy Power. Paul Ryan is on duty. He'll have all the prices for you. We'll be here now on its way for the opening second round heat of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. The favourite, trap number 5, Moby Gamble at 2-1. In trap order, 1 Tamna Rose, 2 Glenski Ghost. In 3, Magical Captain, 4 Shauna Spiral, 5 Moby Gamble, and 6 Climate Control. The hare coming around the corner, up behind traps and away they go. And first to show, trap number 2, Glenski Ghost. On the outside are Climate Control. In the middle, number 3, Magical Captain. Into the corner, it's Glenski Ghost. Then we have Magical Captain. On the outside is Climate Control. Back and forth, now showing his dash is number 5, Moby Gamble. But out of the second corner, and Magical Captain strikes the front. Between them, number 6, Climate Control, showing some fine pace. Back in third, number 2, Glenski Ghost. Into the third corner, and number 6, Climate Control has struck the front. Number 3, Magical Captain, now been passed by number 5, Moby Gamble. But around the final corner, it's number 6, Climate Control, running out an impressive winner here of the opening second round heat. Running on strongly for second, number 1, Tamna Rose. It's close for third. The winning time, 30:23. Well, they're all in traps now for Heat 2. In trap order, 1 Rebel Watcher, the favourite at 7-4. In 2, Heavenly Hero. In 3, Governor. In 4, Ardaz Duke. 5, Top of the Best. And trap 6, the likely leader, Man of La Mancha, wearing the stripes. The hare coming around the final 2 corners. The dog's all set. And away they go. And first to show is number 4, believe it or not, Ardaz Duke on the outside, Man of La Mancha. Further in, number 2, Heavenly Hero, very close. Also, Rebel Watcher bang there in contention. And now Rebel Watcher leads round. This race could be over. Number 2, Heavenly Hero possesses fine pace, but can he pass number 1, Rebel Watcher? Back in third, number 3 is Governor, but down the far side, Rebel Watcher, Heavenly Hero, neck and neck into the third corner. Heavenly Hero takes a neck advantage now over number 1, Rebel Watcher. Back in third is number 3, Governor, who will finish the faster. Rebel Watcher on the rails. He is the inside berth. Number 2, Heavenly Hero, up the line. Number 1, Rebel Watcher. Number 2, Heavenly Hero. I think number 1, Rebel Watcher got there. Number 2, Heavenly Hero second. Back in third, number 3, Governor. The winning time, 30:05. Yes, we had all kinds of everything in this second round of the Derby, and it started with Climate Control. Very impressive in that first heat. Paul, what was your reaction to his performance?
Could be the dark horse, as you've well pointed out, and we've gone 20-1 after that. He was very, very impressive, and I think there's better to come.
I'd be tempted to take some of that 20.
I'm sure he would.
The second heat was a thriller, where there was a great battle between Rebel Watcher and Heavenly Hero.
Yeah, Rebel Watcher, we've gone 12-1, Heavenly Hero 14-1. Very impressive greyhounds again. I'm not so sure that there's a derby in either of those two. I would be more inclined to go along with Climate Control in the long picture, but they're still in there with a shout.
On to Heat 3 now, the runners in traps. In trap order, 1 is Roxburgh, 2 Tyrer Bellow, in 3 Droopy's Reese, 4 Killahara King, in 5 the hugely fast Born the Pilot, and trap 6 Bull Mossy, the 7-4 favourite. The hare coming around the final corner. This should be a hell of a race. Now the hare coming up behind the traps, the dog's all set, and away they go. And first to show, number 2 Tyrer Bellow, inside him number 1 Roxburgh, in the middle number 3 Droopy's Reese, 4 Killahara King, into the corner, a bit of a pile up in behind. Bull Mossy is last. Number 5 Born the Pilot is now going for it, but out front it's still number 1 Roxburgh. Number 3 Droopy's Reese in a prominent position. Expect a huge finish from him. Back in third, Killahara King. Number 5 Born a Pilot now showing fine pace on the outside. But number 3 Droopy's Reese looks home and hose. He's gone 3 lengths clear now of number 1 Roxburgh. Back in third, Tyrer Bellow on the outside. Born a Pilot, but up the home straight. Number 3 Droopy's Reese, a comfortable winner. Number 5 Born a Pilot running on for second. Back in third, number 2 Tyrer Bellow. The winning time a fast 29:99. The hare now on the way for Heat 4 of the Paddy Power Irish Derby second round. In trap 1 is Kestralas, 2 Light Pal Sammy, in 3 Friday's Rumble, in 4 Droopy's Glory, the fast finisher, 5 is Business Success, and trap 6 Serene Rumble, the 11-4 favourite. The hare around the final corner, the dog's all set, away they go. And first to show is number 5, that's Business Success. On the inside, Light Pal Sammy. Back in third is number 3 Friday's Rumble, and on the outside, Serene Rumble. Around the opening corner is number 5 Business Success, that takes him along. Serene Rumble in second. Back in third, number 2 Light Pal Sammy. Down the far side, number 5 Business Success, now been challenged and passed by number 6 Serene Rumble. Back in third, Light Pal Sammy. Further back, number 4 Droopy's Gloria beginning to run, but out front it's number 6 Serene Rumble going second, and now starting to challenge again is Business Success. Back in third, Light Pal Sammy. Here comes Droopy's Gloria, but up the home straight it's Serene Rumble. Here comes number 4 Droopy's Gloria, close for second. Number 6 though, Serene Rumble, a comfortable winner. The winning time 30:14. Well, Reggie Roberts maintains a very strong hand in the Derby, and he got Droopy's Reese through in the first heat. He won a great battle there, winning from Born a Pilot. Paul, your reaction to those two?
Pretty impressive, I have to say. Droopy's Reese, an 8-1 chance now, joint second favourite. It's definitely going to be bang on the premises, there's no doubt about that. Born a Pilot, certainly done its bit, 10-1 shot. Of the two, if you would give me a match bet, I would definitely take Droopy's Reese at this moment.
Yeah, Borna will have to get his braking a little bit better together.
Just a little bit tardy in the boxes, and as it progresses, the tournament, you know, you can't afford to be left at the boxes. It's dead meat.
Now we got a brilliant performance from Serene Rumble, a pup having only his 4th race, overcame problems to win in style, winning from business success.
Yeah, Serene Rumble will certainly be on a lot of people's shopping list in the next week. We're at 28 after tonight's heat. I think that 28 could dry up by midweek. I think that 28 looks a good bit of value. If I had to do it again, I think it'd be a 20-1 shot.
You'd be tempted to take it yourself. On to Heat 5. In Trap 1, Local Lord. 2, Axel Grease. In 3, Cool Gamble. 4, Droopy's Agassi, the favourite. 5, Moher Girl. And in 6, we have Life's Beauty. The hare coming around the final bend. This race, they're all early pacers. What'll get the start? And they're away, and it's Droopy's Agassi well away from 4. Life's Beauty takes a flyer from 6, but it's Droopy's Agassi storms to the front into the bend with number 1, Look Hill Lord on his inside. Number 6, Life's Beauty is third, and then comes Cool Gamble. But heading down the back is Droopy's Agassi, running extremely wide, being challenged and headed on the inside by number 1, Look Hill Lord. It's Look Hill Lord into the third bend, but here's Droopy's Agassi coming back at him. Number 1, Look Hill Lord. Number 4, Droopy's Agassi. These are 4 clear of number 3, Cool Gamble. Off the final bend, and it's Look Hill Lord as Droopy's Agassi runs all over the track. He's coming back, but it's Look Hill Lord takes it from number 4, Droopy's Agassi in second. The time 30:01. And now to Heat 6. In Trap 1 we have Loz's Dream. In 2, Walking Sunday. 3, Vigorous Rex. 4, Charlie Bird. Trap 5 is vacant. Late Show and Absentee. And in 6 is Marnoak Selt. Hare coming around the final bend. Up behind Traps, and away they go. And it's number 2, Walking Sunday, fast away. Also number 6, Marnoak Selt, into the corner. Number 2 on the inside, Walking Sunday. Marnoak Selt on the outside. Number 1 is third, Loz's Dream, and then comes Vigorous Rex back and forth. Heading into the back straight with number 6, Marnoak Selt, showing away to number 2, Walking Sunday. Number 1, Loz's Dream is third, and then comes Vigorous Rex in fourth. Hitting the third bend, it's still Marnoak Selt showing the way from number 2 in second. That's Walking Sunday challenging. Number 4, Charlie Bird coming with a flying race run on the outside. But up the straight, it's 6, Marnoak Selt, and here comes Charlie Bird, and Charlie Bird takes it on the line from number 6, Marnoak Selt. A huge upset here. The winning time 30:24. In Heat 5 we had all the early pacers in action, and it was a real betting contest what dog would get around the bend in front. Well, the winner was Luke Lord, with Droopy's Agassi running extraordinarily wide, lost an awful lot of ground. Interesting to see how Paul will price this one.
Well, in the outright, we still got Droopy's 8-1, Lug Hill at 12-1. It was surprising. I mean, Droopy's Agassi was long odds on to pick up Lug Hill going down the back. Didn't happen. Lug Hill pulled away in the straight. It was just a little bit disappointing on Droopy's Agassi, but we still see fit to have him at 8-1 as opposed to Lug Hill still a 12-1 shot.
Well, Droopy's ran so wide, he gave away many lengths.
Oh, no, he cannot repeat that again. It's all about getting it right on the night. Getting it right at the boxes and getting it right. If you run wide and give away lengths, we're getting down to the important part of the competition now, Michael, and you can't afford to give away lengths.
Well, the race that had the bookmakers cheering all the way to the bank was Heat 6, where Charlie Bird came from the clouds, Vigorous Rex nowhere, Walking Sunday finishing third, but Charlie Bird, one for the media, but...
Yeah, one for the media. We've lost the Late Show and Pat Kenny. Now we have Charlie Bird. Charlie Bird ran an extraordinary race in the first round. Nearly hopped off the top wall and came home like an express trying to qualify again tonight. You know, won tonight, just qualified the last night, but still a big price, Michael.
What price the Derby?
Oh, what price, Charlie Bird? You get a 50-1.
The bell goes. Heat 7, in Trap 1 Easy Street. 2, Priceless Rebel. 3, Mercury Rising. 4, Jet Spray. 5, Larking About. And 6, Bypass Byway. Bypass Byway, the favourite in 6. The hare behind the traps, he's away fast. Priceless Rebel going up well on the inside, and there's Jet Spray leading to the bend. Number 4, Jet Spray leads to the corner from 6, Bypass Byway, and there's trouble in behind. Priceless Rebel is in trouble, and number 3, Mercury Rising is turned over. But it's Bypass Byway, gone clear down the back straight. From number 4, Jet Spray in second. Number 1, Easy Street is third. And Priceless Rebel is in trouble. He's in fourth. Can he get up to qualify? Onto the final bend is Bypass Byway. A mile clear from Jet Spray in second. And Easy Street, number 1, is flying through at the finish. But it's number 6, the winner. It's close for second. And Priceless Rebel is out of the Derby. The time 29:87. Heat 8. In 1, Olden Times. 2, Ace Huncho. 3, Annual Award. In 4, Upward Flash. 5, Larkill River. And 6, Tiny's Bud. The hare coming around the final bend. The favourites in 1, Olden Times. And he's out not too well. It's number 2, Ace Huncho, gets a good break. And there goes Larkill River on the outside. Number 5, Larkill River sweeps to the front on the bend. and a big trouble in behind. When Olden Times gets through in third, it's into the back straight. Number 5, Larkin River, by about 3 lengths from number 2, Ace Honcho. Number 1, Olden Times is next, and then Annual Award is well back. And it's Larkin River round the second last bend. Number 2, Ace Honcho second. Olden Times runs a bit wide as he challenges for second. And these are all safely through to the next round. But coming up the straight, it's Larkin River. He's mighty impressive winning here from number 2, Ace Honcho in second, and number 1, Olden Times in third, in a time of 30:38. Well, the heat we were all waiting for was the battle between Bypass Byway and Priceless Rebel. Unfortunately, Priceless Rebel went out. Jet Spray nearly went to Bypass Byway, came home on his own in Heat 7. Paul, Bypass Byway, I presume he's the favourite now.
He's the clear favourite, 4-1, Michael, and would have to be on his 2 runs so far. What was it, 29.74 the first round, 29.87 tonight. But the one thing you've got to remember, he's 4-1 favourite. Would you want to be taken at 4-1? He's in the heat from hell in the quarterfinals. I mean, if he qualifies, I think he could be real short. But the problem is getting out of that heat next Saturday night.
He's the dog to lay, in other words.
He would be the dog to lay, I think, in that semi-final or that quarter-final, definitely. I mean, he may qualify, but just have a feeling he might get beat.
What about Jet Spray?
Jet Spray, yeah, he was left a long way behind, Michael, I have to say. Top Gold Cup winner, you know, it doesn't seem to be at his very best. Bypass ran right away from down the back straight. A 9-1 chance. We have liabilities of around 80k, and for a dog that was in the Derby, was out of the Derby, was back in, if he comes back in and wins it, it'll be the greatest comeback since Lazarus, Michael.
Then we came to the final heat. Larkin River winning it. Olden Times missing his break. Not probably well drawn in one, and he's back in one trap again. So your reaction to Larkin River, Olden Times?
Well, we've made Larkin 16, Olden Times 12. And again, I would have to say, it gets back to what happens at the boxes. Olden Times, he looked to be plotted up for the solo tonight. It just didn't happen. If it doesn't happen the next night, I think he could go out of the competition. It's as simple as that.
Well, there you have it. Bypass Byway now. 4-1 favourite to win the Paddy Power Irish Derby. He has a horror draw in the quarter-finals. Would you like to have that 4-1? Turn up at Shelbourne Park on Saturday night. See the action for yourself.
And news now of another favourite out of the Derby, seen here in Heat 7, Trap 2, is Scottish Derby winner Priceless Rebel, who'll be joining the Late Late Show at the Black and Amber Stud after sustaining a wrist injury in that second round heat. Looking ahead now to the weekend fixtures. On Friday at Kilkenny, it's the semi-finals of the Langton House Black and Amber Derby. At Harold's Cross, it's the first round of the BCR Press Droopy's Vieri Puppy Derby, to be continued on Monday the 2nd. Also at Newbridge, it's the Jack and Jill benefit meeting. Then on Saturday at Shelbourne Park, the third round of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. And at Limerick, it's the Limerick Clare Gober meeting. Next week we head to Tralee, Cork and Harold's Cross, plus we visit Newbridge for that benefit meeting and keep a close eye on the heats of the Paddy Power Irish Derby. For further information on Irish Greyhound racing, ownership and syndication, visit our website at www.igb.ie or email us at admin@igb.ie.